Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. No, this is not a hallucination. I am actually here filming a video and I am just as shocked as you are. I really am. It's so embarrassing because I feel like every time I make a video, I am coming back from like a long hiatus and I have to explain myself. And it's just so embarrassing, and so I'm gonna be straight up, and I've just been pretty lazy. Like, I've been taking a class and things like that, and I've had family here, and it's just like I have not thought to pick up the camera and make a video, and I apologize for that. I'm literally the worst YouTuber. I don't even want to call myself that because I don't think YouTubers take like 2-month breaks. So anyway, I'm just so glad to be back. It feels so good to be in front of the camera again. And I have so much content I want to make for you guys. So today I'm going to be doing a Q&A, get ready with me. I know I've done a million of these, but I just want to like ease myself back in. Okay, so enough rambling, explaining myself, talking about nothing. Let's just get started. Let me answer your questions, and I'm going to be showing you the makeup that I've been using. Okay, so I actually already did my foundation, like contour, cream contour, and my brows. Because, as you can see, I changed my hair color, and I've only had my hair like this for 2 days now. And so it's really a shock to do my makeup. And in order to do my eyebrows, I have to do my foundation first. And I wanted to do my eyebrows off camera because as you can see, I have had to darken them a bit. So it's like literally such a shock to the system to make up my eyebrows darker because they're so light without eyebrow product, and you guys usually don't see me like that, but I actually took a picture when I was halfway through doing them so you can see, and it's a struggle to get them right, and they're still not 100% perfect, but I am getting there. So I will show you what I used so far before I get into the questions. Also, if I hadn't done my eyebrows and foundation and all that before, this would literally probably be an hour video, so I'm trying to move things along. But anyway, so what I used for primer is 2 serious skincare ones. This one's more silicone-y, called Insta Selfie, and then this one is another primer. It's kind of like a line filler, but it also gives you a glow, and it's very lightweight. So I mixed the two just because I need that extra coverage because my skin has been horrible lately, and you can kind of see, I bet, but let's just ignore that. Then what I use for foundation and the cream contour is this Makeup Forever kit, which you can see it's very used. So that's that. And then for eyebrows, I usually use NYX, as you guys know, and I promised myself I would never spend $20 or more on an eyebrow pencil, and I could spend $10, but I did. Since this is such a joyous occasion that I have to darken my eyebrows now, I bought the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, and this is in soft brown, and it is amazing. But the NYX one is a very good dupe for this, so I really like this. Okay, so before I get started on doing the rest of my makeup, I'm going to answer a question because I'm sure this is on everyone's mind. Not really, I'm not that important, but it was, how did you decide on your new hair color? I love it, by the way. Thank you so much. So I've never been this dark in my entire life. I kept my root color, and before I dyed my hair, I did have a dark root color, but I had natural blonde highlights because I was blonde as a kid. So it's never been this dark, but what made me really decide on this is, number one, I wanted to change, and I think it's fun to change up your hair, and this is only semi-permanent color that my hairdresser did, and it fades in like 2 months, so if I hate it, which I don't yet, we can go back to blonde very easily. But the reason I did that is because my blonde hair will not hold a cool tone. Like, I like an ashy, nice color, and it literally refuses to be that color. It is yellow all the time. No matter how much I tone it, use purple shampoo, I don't know if you guys are blondes and know all that, it will not stay, and I was getting sick of it because it does not complement my skin tone when it's yellow. So I decided to just change it up, and it's always fun. It's just hair, and I always have to remind people who like think it's more permanent, like my mom. She hates change like that, but on herself, she loves it on me. But I just have to remind like people who are like, are you sure you want to do that? That is literally just hair. Like, I put Kool-Aid in my hair last summer. I don't care. So anyway, while I'm rambling on, by the way, my makeup's over here, that's why I keep looking over here. While I'm rambling on, I'm going to bake, which I've been doing lately because my skin has been super oily, and it's usually not, but this has really been helping. I hate baking though. It gets all over the place, and I'm using Inglot translucent powder. By the way, I keep looking up there. It's really bad. I need to stop doing that. Okay, this is a good question. When did your parents let you start dating? interesting. We never had like a, oh, at this age, you're allowed to start dating. It was more like, I don't know. Well, to begin with, no one really had interest in me in like middle school, so I didn't have to worry about that. But when it was a summer after my freshman year, so summer before sophomore year of high school, I volunteered at a hospital and I met a guy and he asked me out on a date, and he was my age, obviously. And my parents let me go, but we went to the movies, but they made my two sisters who are older than me secretly tag along and sit behind us. And he didn't know the whole time, but it was just so funny and it was so embarrassing. And I remember after that, he was like, oh, I'll walk you out to your car. But my sisters were there, obviously. And I was like, no, because they were sitting right behind us and he obviously would have recognized them and that would have been really awkward. But it's just so funny to look back on stuff like that. And I remember in the movie, he held my hand and my sister, she's so annoying, she started like kicking the back of my chair because she was so excited for me, and he looked back and he was like, what are these psychos doing? But that went totally off topic, but I guess, so I was like, what, 15? So I guess, yeah, but I had to either be at my house or like for a while. Once they got to know him, they were fine with me going on my own with him. Obviously, like, boys weren't allowed in my bedroom in high school and stuff like that. So I don't know, it was just very supervised at that age, but I completely agree with it because there are creeps out there, and I had some weird experiences with people in high school, so I'm really glad my parents were like that. Okay, so the next question is, by the way, I'm using the Jaclyn Hill palette for my eyes. So the next question is, have you traveled anywhere out of state? I have traveled a lot. Like I said, I used to go up to Long Island, New York to visit my grandma and stuff like that, and I've just like been on road trips and stuff, which I hate. I hate road trips. I hate staying in the car for long periods of time. But I have, and it's good experiences. But my favorite place I have ever been to is Puerto Rico. And so my freshman year of high school, my birthday falls around my parents' anniversary. So my dad kind of just took us as a surprise for my parents' anniversary and for my birthday. And it was just literally the best trip I have ever been on. And what happened in Puerto Rico with the hurricanes is so devastating, especially because I've been there and stuff, and I've just seen how beautiful of a place it is. So, and from Florida, it's actually not a very long flight, and it's like the flights there are so cheap, like $90. So I definitely need to go back once everything's better there and stuff like that. So when you were a child, what was your dream job and why? My dream job as a kid was to become a veterinarian. I've always loved animals so much. I've always had a dog growing up, or multiple dogs. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I had so many dog books that if I saw a random breed out on the street, I would be able to name exactly what it was without looking anything up. Like, I was literally like obsessed with dogs. So it's obviously carried over. If you know me, it's carried over. If I could have 10 dogs, I would be happy, or more actually. But yep, that was my dream job. And then it turned into a nurse as I got older and I learned more, and I started volunteering at a hospital. And now, yikes, I don't know. Who is your inspiration to start doing YouTube, and are you getting another dog soon? So my inspiration, I don't even know, like obviously Albert, but I just like seeing him do it, like I was like, oh, it's possible to do, which that sounds bad, but he's obviously really talented. But seeing someone you're close to being able to achieve their dreams like this is amazing, and it is so inspiring. And then the second question, am I getting another dog soon? I send pictures to Albert. I know I've said this a million times. I send pictures of dogs to Albert literally every single day of my life. And he finally admitted the other day that if I just brought a dog home, like, he wouldn't be able to say no. So I'm gonna start making plans. No, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that to him. I wouldn't just surprise him like that. But once we move into a house, which our lease is up in I think less than 6 months, then, and we're looking for houses actively, we will definitely get more pets. I'm going to take this off because it's been on for a very long time. Also, you can definitely see my fuzzy slippers in the background. That's super cute. Those are my cleaning slippers. I feel like I am all over the place today. I'm sweating. What's going on? I'm like not ready for YouTube anymore. I feel like this video is literally already 100 years long, so I'm scared. Have you ever been to a concert? If you have, who did you see? When did you see them? And if you haven't, who would you want to see? The first concert I ever went to, this is so embarrassing to admit, but I'm just gonna embrace it. I went to the American Idol concert. I was in 5th grade. It was season 7 of American Idol. When I was little, actually now too, now that's back, so I guess not. So I guess I have to admit that too. I watch American Idol religiously, like I love it. And season 7, there was a guy named Jason Castro on it who had dreadlocks, and I was just in love with him. Like I thought I would end up with him. I thought I was gonna marry him. I went to the American Idol concert with Jason written on my forehead, thinking he'd see me in the nosebleed seats. But I really thought, yeah, I was gonna marry him, and so yeah, that was the first concert I ever went to. It was the greatest day of my life. Like, it was the greatest day of my life. Then for me, not anymore. Scariest thing that happened lately, I actually have like a really freaky story to tell. Well, it was freaky to me. It just happened yesterday, and I was really overtired. Because I like been hanging out with friends a lot, and I was out of town and stuff like that, and I came home and my friend slept over because we were hanging out, and she left at 8 a.m. and I went back to sleep, and I actually had sleep paralysis, which has happened to me a few times when I'm really tired, and like I know what it is, so it doesn't freak me out that much. And if you guys don't know what it is, it's basically when you're like in between sleep cycles and you start waking up but your body cannot move, and so you're with it but you cannot move. But that's not the scary part. So what happened was, the reason it happened to me was in my dream, I heard someone coming up our stairs, and that's like my worst fear, is someone like breaking into our house. Please don't let it happen. And so I heard, it sounded like someone coming up the stairs, like running up our stairs, and then I heard heavy breathing, which actually was just Albert next to me, but in my dream it sounded like someone had just come up the stairs and like standing in our doorway. And so I was like laying there and I was like, Lana, wake up, like someone is in your bedroom, like you need to wake up. And then the sleep paralysis happened, and it was like really hard and impossible for me to open my eyes, and it was really scary. And when I finally did, obviously no one was there, but I hate that. It's the freakiest thing ever. What was your parents' reaction to having a YouTube channel? My parents' reaction to having a YouTube channel, I mean, they already knew Albert had one, so what really didn't come as like a crazy shock to them that I had one, or that I was about to make one. So they thought it was super cool. They were super supportive. My dad actually bought me my first microphone for it, which was the Rode mic, and super sweet, super supportive. They say they don't watch, but like I know they secretly do. So for my lid color, I am using, this is actually a highlighter, Becca Opal. Super pretty color. Does Albert hate the dog but love his cat? So I've explained it so many times before, but I think people are still confused about it. But his cat Simon isn't his cat. It was his stepmom's, and it lives with his parents. And I think some people thought like we had abandoned Simon or something, and we would never ever do that to an animal. So I just want to put that clear before I answered this question, that he's very loved. We see him all the time, but he's not our cat as much as we wish he was. But to answer this question, Albert loves Penny. Like, he loves her so much to the point where he doesn't even want to get another dog because he doesn't think there'll be a dog as perfect as Penny, which I half agree with, and I kind of would feel bad about getting another dog, but at the same time, I really want one. So no, he does not feel that way at all, but he also does love cats. But Penny is a very, very special dog to him, so. And it really warms my heart. It makes me love him even more for that. All right, so I just finished up my eyes because I don't want to make this video any longer than it already is. So I'm gonna move on to my face. By the way, I do not look this pale in person, and I know it probably looks really bad with my dark hair, but this lighting is kind of washing me out right now, so I'm gonna add some good old bronzer. My favorite show that I binged over a span of like 2 days is Santa Clarita Diet. I love it so much with Drew Barrymore. It's kind of gory and it's almost unexpected, but I like it a lot. So that would probably be my #1 Netflix show. Other than that, I know it's not a Netflix original, but Riverdale is very, very, very good. I'm gonna hurry up, finish this because my battery is about to die. This is how long I've been filming. Yikes. What did your parents think seeing you start to wear makeup? Were they surprised? I mean, a lot of people wear makeup, so no. And I didn't really start wearing makeup until my like junior, senior year of high school, so they were like, they did not care at all. And it's really not that big of a deal wearing makeup. I'm not really sure why people hate you for it, but anyway. Okay, so I quickly just finished my makeup because I wanted to be able to do an outro without my camera dying. I'm sorry I had to cut it short. I'm sure this actually won't be a short video. I don't know. It's always hard to predict. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I promise I will try to be more consistent. It's hard because I've just been so busy. I cannot believe how close we are to hundreds of thousands of subscribers. It is insane to me, and I'm so grateful for everyone who subscribed. Like, I feel like my channel still made so much progress even when I wasn't posting. So thank you guys again for watching. Comment down below what videos you'd like to see. Like I said, I do have a few lined up, but I always love suggestions. So just let me know, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.